Grant Boone and Judy Rankin watching some of the action from the morning wave. Canada's Motomi LeBlanc with their second at the 8th.
Very high ball hitter, and I don't know if that's exactly the way she planned it, but beautiful shot.
At the time, it was the best of the bunch. 20-year-old Roning Yen from China. And this is her second shot at 3. And she would roll that in for a birdie 3. Jin Young Ko, 1 over par, 72 yesterday, but she really got it going this in the early part of her afternoon round today.
Yeah, she has looked very good.
And that would be for a 4th straight birdie.
4 birdies so far today. Wonderful day so far.
And now to the 18th, and Christy Kerr.
From the center of the fairway, wind blowing right to left.
Fly, fly, fly.
Well, that ball always listens to Christy.
This is Lilia Vu underneath the tree, which is actually in the fairway on the right side. Flag today on the front half of the green, and that's really well done. If you come up short of that flag with that kind of spin, it could come all the way off the green and run down about 20 yards short.
For Hyoju, that to stay 7 under, just over to the adjacent 9th.
And Lilia Vu's birdie, yeah, so she gets to 4 under par, already a winner this year on the LPGA and in some tremendous form.
A very long time, she was labeled as probably the best putter on this tour.
I think she could still be considered one of the best putters. That skill never goes away.
This is the second-year LPGA player Lauren Hartledge at the par 5 14th that caught your eye, Judy, when we spun around here earlier in the week.
About as pretty a hole as you'll ever see.
Up in the hillside, the back tee 5 yards down, and then as you go further forward, as Angela said, 2 yards downhill. Narin on. And all over the stick. Good shot.
We take you to the par 4 first, and here is Hyoju Kim, her 10th hole of the day. Okay, makes it do-si-do around the hole there. Is another major champion, IK Kim.
Putt when I play. Just have to get it started online. Oh.
Yeah, they say good putters always like the downhill putts because the worry or the concern of getting the ball to the hole is one thing they put out of their mind.
Back at the first, Hyoju Kim about 3 feet for birdie. So she's now tied for 3rd.
Out to Lilia Vu on the par 3. Very pretty par 3s on this golf course, and Kate Cockrell is watching.
And that was a well-struck 4-iron by Lilia Vu.
Oh,
just what you'd hope for on this hole.
And in contention this weekend as well. Well, no one knows this course in the field better than Lizette Salas. Her instructor, Jim Gormley, has been the director of golf here for more than 2 decades. And
175 yards. Back into the wind. That was a 5-iron right on the line. Boy, that was solidly struck. You could just hear it.
Back with Lydia Ko on the tee at the 13th. Just a moment ago.
It was a 6-iron.
A pretty good line there. Wow, only needed 1 hop forward, Angela. It might have gone in.
I'm interested to see what she does.
Oh, no. Stood over it for a long time, which usually indicates some indecision, even for a great champion like Lydia Ko, and one who has such talent around and on the greens.
Back at that par 5 14th, the third for Lilia Vu.
Extreme uphill lie. Grant can't see the bottom of the flagstick. 86 yards to the hole.
Beautiful.
Nearly perfect. That'll get Lilia to 5 under. 14, third for Salas.
From 79 yards. You think she's saying, whatever you do, I can do better?
Not.
Let's go to 6.
And the par 3 is where we find Hyoju Kim.
Little baby hole today, 122 yards. The par 3s are very, very different from each other on this golf course.
In Cincinnati, we're not above asking for food to be sent to the booth.
That's true, but this is a no French fries zone.
Oh, okay. Hyoju Kim won in France, and she rolls in the birdie at 6, and now she's within 1.
In your ability to be consistent.
Here is Jin Young on the tee.
That was also an 8-iron.
And that's going to get the hop forward. Yeah, it's going to work out. We've seen a few players. We saw Lauren Hartledge having some problems up there early. We talked about players getting home in 2. IK Kim has given herself a chance for an eagle. And it drops. So that is a much needed 3 at the 7th for IK Kim. We've had a few eagles there today.
Georgia Hall, as we mentioned, great week last week, lost the playoff to Céline Boutier.
Get up. Go. Go. All right. Okay.
That was a birdie fest in the desert. Here, par's a good score on darn near every hole out here.
This shot, 149 yards, playing 141 adjusted for the downhill, and that was pretty close.
Great tee shot in here. This to convert. Yes, so Lilia Vu in fine form already.
Almost 30 yards closer than Salas. And just a little 9-iron. Gorgeous.
Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, she knows this is fast and goes a little left to right.
Perfectly judged.
How about a nice birdie finish?
Just a moment ago, Yu Lu, she needs to make birdie to have a chance to make the cut.
She's a trying.
It looks like the cut is going to stay.
LPGA 코리아 유튜브 구독과 좋아요, 알림 설정까지 많은 사랑 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.